Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks, finally having received patch 8.6 on the North American servers. Not sure why we are always last. One could theorize, but I won't. And that's how accurate this gun is on the Caernarvon, Tier 8, British Heavy. And I must say, I am quite enjoying this bad boy. It's kind of like a fat Centurion. Very accurate gun. Not the most damage, but the rate of fire is fantastic. And the pen's pretty great. I kind of want to be careful here. Is this guy going to just try to roll forward? Yeah, see, he wants to engage me in a close quarters battle. And that's not a great thing. This thing is not good at close quarters combat. Really want to cover that lower glacis because it's got an ammo rack problem. And this guy's going to come help me out here. So hopefully that'll work out as a distraction. If he wants to shoot at something, perhaps it's going to be my turret. Oh, snap. That's not good. Not good at all. Maybe I should switch targets. I don't know. It was going to be easier to kill. My tracks are messed up. Not a good thing. I'm going to try to work on this, but he's going in my way. We finish him off, and he's now a bunker. I don't know how this is going to roll. Let's get out of his line of fire. No, Patton, don't do it. Do I have an eye on him? Oh, yes, we do. Ooh, that was scary. I don't like close quarter combat with this vehicle at all. Okay, they're coming in from that route. Let's try to flank with the Patton, but he's 6%, so I need to cover him. Something about here. No, they're on the other side. There is T-34. Keep on driving and spin around so that we don't get smacked by him. Oh, snap. There's the Arty. Keep moving. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Big, wide target there to hit, too. That hurt. Son of a... Now we have a problem, because I'm pretty much one-shottable. If only that piece of Arty didn't hit me. Well, let's think about how this is going to work. Come around through here. Oh no, T-34 on that side as well. This is bad. And he's got that cover right there. We've hit him. And we're dead. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. That was otherwise, I thought that that was going to be an okay game because we started all right with those two kills. But I just got overwhelmed by tanks. I like the Caernarvon, but you can't get into those close quarter fights with it. It's just too big. It's too wide. From the top, it's a huge target for artillery. Catches fire pretty easily. The lower glacis is made out of tissue paper, and you'll get ammo racked all the time. Well, let's see how this goes. 2v2. The Pershing could do this. He really could. Just don't get hit by that T-34. The 29. Finish that 34. Yeah, we got this. I know we do. I have faith in my team there. Good job, boys. Well, that was a close quarter engagement. Again, don't like that type of fight for this thing. But we didn't do super terrible. Okay, so... yeah, obviously this tank's been around for some time. I finally got out of my Black Prince and into this, and I do like it. It's got the mobility I need. It's got the firepower I approve of. You know, pretty quick, good pen. Accuracy is phenomenal. Just a light on the damage side of things. But this area here is the worst. I think it's one of the worst lower glaciuses in the game. Obviously, the Germans are prone to fires when they get hit here. But this thing, if you're hit here, it's usually an ammo rack. For some reason, from what I researched, they stored some ammunition up front. I don't know why that sounded like a good idea, but that's what it is. So you have to cover this with terrain. You have to maybe keep yourself at an angle. Maybe use a building to help cover yourself up and just pop out. But ideally, you're not even going to be seen. Again, like all of my favorite tanks, you're playing a support role. You're following other units, and you're using your extremely accurate long-range gun to hit targets. Close quarter brawl, like you saw there. The tank has got a decent speed for a heavy, but it's not going to turn around enough. You know, with the traverse speed being 24, it's not going to maneuver well enough to get out of a hot situation. We got lucky, if you ask me. You know, we had some tanks that weren't necessarily focus firing on us, and I think we could have been finished off early on. We had some cover from the wrecks that were involved in that first battle, so we backed up a little bit, got some good hits in, and that artillery decided to show up. Of all the times the artillery decides to be offensive, he just shows up out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, great, my side is showing. I try to back up, but he still hits, I think, about here and damages me completely. The other thing is this tank gets tracked a lot. I think it's got some really wide tracks, and it's just easily susceptible to tracking. You know, so if you pull that out, and I find myself using the kits on it, backing up, and then I just get tracked again. I don't have repairs on my crew generally because I sit back a bit more and try not to get hit. But yeah, it's tough. It's making me think, you know, I might need to, you know, eventually have that at least as like a final skill. But let's get into another battle. I'm not going to really try to fully review this tank because it's been done to death already. And you know, I just want to kind of give you some quick and dirty opinions about it. Otherwise, yeah, I love it. I think that this is a keeper. As you know, there are some tanks that I'll hold on to for life just because I have fun playing with them. And for the most part, I've had more good games than bad games with this. Let's try to make this one a good one. But, you know, just look at it. Think about the silhouette. Big target for artillery. You don't want to get hit in the back there because that's an easy engine fire. Very flat rear armor. Not great at all. Top front kind of bouncy. Decent turret. Obviously from the Centurion. But, yeah, other than that, you just really can't get into those close quarter battles. So let's check the split on this map.
Time to roll out.
I usually end up going this route, but got a couple people going the other direction as well. Now the Conqueror, who's in front of us, is kind of in the same boat. For the most part, he shares the same body or hull, but his gun and turret are much more fantastical. More so the gun. The turret isn't really anything to write home about, but it's a logical evolution of this tank. So he can't really take much of a beating either. We don't have anything here that's coming up that's really a beast in terms of armor. Maybe the IS-3 will help out a little bit, but 3 pieces of artillery. Conqueror moving around the left, E100 sighted. Don't have Sixth Sense loaded up yet. It's not fully trained. Okay, what kind of contacts do we have here? I'm worried about that Conqueror's positioning. He's put himself in a bad spot for a tank that has a gun like that. We are moving up on these guys, though. And I don't want to get hit by artillery, so maybe we'll think about being over here. I do have a decent rate of fire, so I could be the one that knocks down the walls, which I'll gladly do. Let's open those guys up, although it does kind of open us up as well. This guy did not take his shot. Trying to get some rare shots there. I'm not sure who hit me on that one, but that was a bad place to put myself. Trying to watch them from both sides here. E100 top portion. Yeah, I really don't feel that confident about that. There we go. That's what I want, the side. We need to watch out, though, because I don't want to get hit by that thing. Can't see anything under these trains. IS-3 wants to bail, apparently. Help yourself. Alright, Conqueror's still up. We're just kind of keeping him busy from both angles here. Let's get back and see if we can get another side shot. Conqueror's moving in. Just want to make sure that none of these guys are trying to look at us from a hull down position. E75 down. Oh, wow. Somehow we survived that. Maybe do a little bit of track action there. Worried about artillery. Tiger and Conqueror. Hopefully, you know, if we can at least keep these guys looking at us. Oh, wow. We gotta, okay, so obviously he has sightline right there. Nope. That didn't make it. Trying to get the cupola. I guess that's not working. What are they looking at? E100's backing out. Piece of artillery right there. No longer. Hey, might as well take something out, right? Yeah, that's a slant angle on that E100. Try to get that little hatch on the back of his turret as we push in here. Let's go help out the Conqueror. Not gonna work on that. Fired at a sloped area of the Conqueror. Trying to come around and help out. Tiger next. E100 backing off. Letting them have it. Alright. Oh, wow. It's just me and the Conqueror. Fantastic. Oh! Already. Apparently... Oh, shoot. I just used the kid on that and they grabbed my gun. Darn it. Well, we're screwed. And my driver's gone. I almost don't even want to use the med pack. It's just a waste of money at this point. We're going to lose. Well, the E100's dead. How about this AMX? Oh, shoot. There's a hill right there. That's not going to help, is it? I'm going to get flanked as well. by this T-30. Maybe I can work on him. Nope. Plus I'm dealing with poor accuracy. I'll probably get hit by Artie, actually. Well, there's no getting back to the flag in time. Ooh! Somehow I bounced that. Good job, Conqueror. There's no getting back in time. Oh, 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 oh. Wait, I don't see him. That T-30's mad at his bounce. Even if I got my driver back up, I'm not fast enough to get back to that flag. Darn it, we did such a good job. If only the rest of the team decided to do something. I just, you know, look at what tanks we had and realize, wow, did that really happen? Hey, at least we survived, I guess. Let's see what we got here. Those British tanks, man, if you know how to use them, they can work wonders. But really good job to this Conqueror player. Amazing work there. You know, this game, even though we lost, was a prime example of armor not being everything. Accurate guns. Even my gun was damaged, you know, and I was engaging at, what, medium ranges there. And it still did pretty well. But I keep getting caught on the side, and that's the problem. And I got to get better at maneuvering this vehicle and positioning it. Because it is just such a big target. You know, there's too many weak spots. That turret, though, is made of magic sauce because, you know, just like the Centurion turret, sometimes it manages to just hold up and bounce some crazy things. I mean, you saw a T-30 shell bounce off of me. And at some weird angles, this top area is very bouncy if you angle it just right. Same thing for the turret. Gun mantlet, it's fantastic. But again, these sides, the rear, lower, bad news all around if you're getting hit there and tracked all the time. So there is that. Let's do one more. But that was a great game. It's just we lost to a cap, and I didn't even want to waste the med pack because it's just money that was going to get spent for nothing. It doesn't really matter. I've got plenty of credits, but I felt like, well, I'm still fighting guys around here just in case somebody else gets killed. I don't know. You know, heavy tanks with a dead driver are not, well, any tank with a dead driver, not fun, but I just felt like, I thought it was just going to be over. Might as well save the credits. And by the time that we were actually still kind of fighting back, I'd kind of forgotten about it, and I knew that I couldn't get back to the point in time anyway. Still heavy, decent mobility, but just it's you know, it's not enough to go running back. Even in a Centurion, you know, they're not necessarily the fastest.
Let's go.
Now, if it was a Leopard prototype or a Leopard 1, you know, that's something different. That's a whole other story. Where am I going to go today? I think maybe I should actually make up my mind. I was kind of looking at the text in chat too. And I'm going to go this way for now. Looks like we have some units in the field. Not a lot of heavies. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep my eye on the map. If I need to turn around, I'll do so. KV-5. And so here's where I usually make my mistakes. There's no artillery. Oh. Here's what's going to happen right now. No. Tiger and Tortoise might keep those guys back. They're dealing with those guys. I don't want to run out there and get shot in the side again. I'm worried about those guys pushing through and just having eyes on us. Can't flank because they're watching the other road as well. Oh, hello. Darn Type 59. I'll forever hate the Type 59. It is just still an annoying tank in my book. So I'm trying to think about how this is going to work here. There we go. Some of your own medicine. There you go, M103. Set that son of a gun on fire. Really? A bounce on that? I'll try to cover you, 103. Type 59. Hopefully somebody's about to blast him. Went into the IS-8. He's going for a rush. Is that enough? Won't be able to have him. See if I can get around on this 59. Nope. Not in time. Oh, hey, guys. What's up? Run away. There's a T-95. Check the 6. We're good. Oh, 103. Be careful. You're in such a bad position now. What are you doing? There's too many of them. Got a Yag Tiger kind of keeping people pinned as well. I'm trying to think of where I can flank, but everything's covered. They're coming up on the 6 on our 1 T-28 over there. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold that line. I'm keeping an eye on that in case I have to go back. I don't want to get caught up with this 103. Yep. Alright, I'm going to have to flip around. We are winning. But let's see what's going on here. The T-28 can do a good job. It's only, what, a Black Prince? An IS-3. I'm coming. T-28. Well, we know the Black Prince gun isn't fantastic, but it might be able to still pen me. He's got that rate of fire. He's a tough son of a gun to get from the front, though. Finish the IS-3 off easily, at least. Black Prince. T-28 smacking him. Just go around him, and that's that, actually. Good team on this one. Good job, guys. I didn't do a whole heck of a lot, but we won. I was mostly busy keeping an eye on the minimap because I was worried about flank. And everybody else was just holding their own. So, again, I try to maintain a supportive role. I try to see who needs help and go towards them. For a heavy tank, the Caernarvon has a good response time because of its decent amount of speed. So I like that. And that's that. So that's our 3 games for the day. I do highly recommend this vehicle if you're into a heavy tank that has a nice amount of mobility, an extremely accurate gun with a good rate of fire. If you're into that, cool. If you want something with armor, stay away from this tank. It's not what it's going to be known for. It's a supportive tank that's good at engaging at long range. Close quarters, it's pretty much rubbish. It can sometimes bounce some crazy shots. If you do have to get into a brawl up close, try to make it so that they're firing at your turret. Don't let them see this lower glacis. You've got excellent gun depression, and that means you'll be able to aim at things that they can't necessarily. So that's great. Use cover at all times. Keep this covered. Just imagine that there's a line here that you cannot go below this. Watch those tracks. Not really great for side scraping. The side armor, as you can see, is not fantastic. Just keep hull down, positioning, you know, snipe, support others, move with them. You want to support. You don't want to just, you know, you're not necessarily a tank destroyer, but, you know, keep in the fight. And if you do have full hit points and it's, you know, down to the last couple of tanks, don't be afraid to push and help your friends out. You can do it. You can take some damage. So just got to watch out for that ammo rack. And, you know, if artillery manages to get you back here, I feel that it is pretty prone to some engine fires, more so than a few other tanks that I've had. But I might invest in the automatic fire extinguishers, because obviously now you can get them with credits as well, and it's a minus 10% chance of fire. And considering the amount of times that you catch fire anyway, it even though it's like 20,000 credits, it's still a good investment, I think. So there is that. So ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you so very much for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.